Dear students, today we are going to start the third poem of your book. The title of the poem is Keeping Quiet. Keeping Quiet is written by Pablo Neruda. It is the pen name of Neftali Ricardo Reyes Basalto, who was born in the town of Parral in Chile. Neruda's poems are full of easily understood images which make them no less beautiful. As we'll go through the poem, we'll come to know that it is written in very easy and understandable language. He won the Nobel Prize for Literature in the year 1971. In this poem, Pablo Neruda talks about the necessity of quiet introspection and creating a feeling of mutual understanding among human beings. It also aims to appeal to the readers to take a little time out of their busy schedule and to introspect their own actions with a quiet and peaceful mind. Before you read, what does the title of the poem suggest to you? The title says Keeping Quiet, so the poet wants all of its readers to be quiet. What do you think the poem is about? As in the beginning itself, the theme is mentioned, the necessity of quiet introspection, that we should all be quiet and introspect our actions. What are we doing? Is it good, or we should change our course of actions? Now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. So the poet is saying that the counting we should do up to 12, so that slowly we forget about all the things happening around us and we sit still without thinking about anything else. For once on the face of the earth, let us not speak in any language. Let us stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. So the poet is saying that we should sit quietly without speaking at all in any language, because at times language also is a barrier. So he doesn't want any type of barrier. He wants everyone to be quiet. And let us stop for 1 second and not move our arms. Here, arms has two meanings. One is our hands, that we should not be indulged in any type of activity. And the other is the weapons which we are using for the destruction. So we should not use them. It would be an exotic moment without rush, without engines. So it will be a very exciting moment when there will be no rush, no sound of engines. That means all the industries will stop working, no vehicles will be moving anywhere. We would all be together in a sudden strangeness. And he is calling this moment strange because this is very different or difficult to imagine such a thing, though we are facing this thing at present. But before this lockdown, could anyone imagine such a thing around us, that not a single vehicle is on road and not a single machine is working? Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales, and the man gathering salt would look at his hurt hands. So, here, fishermen and salt gathering person are indicating to all types of work in the world, that fishermen, when they are not hunting for the whales, they are not causing harm to the whales or to any other sea animal. And the person who is gathering salt from the sea, while gathering salt, his hands start bleeding, but he doesn't have time to look at his own hands. That means he doesn't have time to think about his actions. that those actions are useful or not. The work which he is doing is causing harm to himself, but then also he is busy following his routine life. Then the poet says, those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire, victory with no survivors, would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers in the shade doing nothing. So the poet is telling that when no action is being taken place, everyone in the world is quiet. Those who are preparing green wars means war against greenery. Now we know that after a long duration of lockdown, we have also come across so many news regarding the betterment of the weather and climate. So the environment has improved. You must have seen that there was a picture, there was a video telling that from Jalandhar itself the Himalayas are visible now. Even from Kathmandu, Mount Everest is visible, which is 200 kilometers away from it. Why? Because the pollution has minimized. So the environment is clean, the atmosphere is clear. So, because of which, everywhere we can see improvement in the greenery all around. So, the people, those who are causing destruction to greenery, so that those people will stop causing destruction, so obviously the environment will improve. Wars with gas, the people, those who are using chemical weapons. Wars with fire, using nuclear bombs, other explosives. Victory with no survivors. So all these types of wars should be stopped, because there is no use of these wars if no one is left alive to enjoy the victory. Would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers. So he says that the people, those who are indulged in causing destruction all around, they will put on clean clothes. Put on clean clothes here is that they will have a different thinking process. They will have a different approach towards life. And instead of causing destruction, they will think of doing something useful for the society, and they will walk unitedly with their brothers. They will consider all human beings as their own brothers in the shade doing nothing, and they will feel that peace all around, and they will move together, causing no harm to each other. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. So the poet says that don't get confused. I am telling you to be still, to sit quietly, but it doesn't mean to be inactive like a dead person. You must also have heard that several times it was told that stay at home doesn't mean that be inactive. During this lockdown period, stay at home means to cultivate new habits, to cultivate your new skills, to develop new skills, and to learn something new. Utilize your time in something useful instead of being inactive like a dead person. Life is what it is about. I want no truck with death. So he is saying that life keeps on moving, it keeps on going. So the poet is not comparing it with death. We should not fear death. We should live our life to its fullest without causing harm to anyone. If we were not so single minded about keeping our lives moving, so single minded, we are so selfish, we only think about ourselves, we do not think the after effects of our actions, whatever we are doing, what will be the consequence of those actions, is it useful for the society or is it causing harm to the society. So we should not be so selfish, and for once could do nothing, Perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. So the poet says that at times people become sad. Why? Because they are not able to understand themselves, that whatever they are doing, are they happy with it? This is the time. This lockdown period has made everyone to introspect their actions, whatever they are doing, whether they should continue with it or they need to change their course of actions. Perhaps the earth can teach us as when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. So the poet is saying that we should learn from earth, from nature. At times in winter season, we see in that the nature looks lifeless. But in spring season, again there is life all around. So in winter season, when the trees, when they shed their leaves, they look lifeless, but it doesn't mean that they are lifeless. At the right time, then they show that they are still alive. During winter season, many animals and birds hibernate, but in the spring season they come out of that hibernation and then they are active again. So the poet says that he doesn't want us to be like dead person, to be still for some time. He wants us that during that time we should introspect our actions. Now I'll count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I will go. So he again says that he is again counting after making us understand what he wants us when we are quiet, and then he leaves us in that thought process that we should think about our actions and then decide what we want to do in our future life.